Hello and welcome everybody in our today's webinar, which is fixed on the particular subject, the importance of English language in today's world. We all are here to learn some of the other languages. We all know some of the other languages, like my mother tongue is Bengali. So, dear students, why we are here all together today? This is the magic of English language. Why learning English language is so important to us? We will talk over that today only. Now, first, we are talking on the parts and the sections of learning a language and the way we teach a language in IITT Language Academy. So, here, see the picture. We have 4 parts of every language. 4 parts in every language. One is listening. You have to listen a language and you have to understand it. Next, you must have speaking ability to speak in any language and make yourself understandable to others. Then, you should have a minimum professional ability to write the needful things in the language. That is your writing skill part. And next is your reading skill and comprehension part. Now, we always try to combine these 4 sectors of a language and to teach our students so that any one of these 4 sectors won't be neglected. One learner should be efficiently listening and understanding, speaking and being understandable, writing clear messages and faultless messages, and should have the ability to reading the texts written in that particular language properly. We are going to our next slides, that is the tips for speaking English. To learn English language with IITT can be an activity full of fun. We don't take English language as a task or anything very heavy over you. We like to deal language as a new fun item. Do not worry about making mistakes while speaking in English. Think about the children when they talk in their mother language. When they start talking in their mother language, they are full of mistakes. But those are sweet because these are the mistakes everyone does while they try. You are making mistakes? That means you are trying. Cheer up. You have to be a little patient, dear. Because learning a language is not a one-day process. Again, consider a child. It takes his or her at least 2 years to understand and to speak in a particular language in a very basic form. So, we also have to be patient with our learning process. Here we teach and we will make our students to learn certain phrases. Those can be used in multiple situations. So you can use them in various cases in your life. What does it mean? That means you can start speaking at least partially in language within a few days. The next point is learn how to greet someone properly. Being in India, mostly we know how to greet people in English, but we have to be conscious about the formality and informality. When you want to learn a language properly, only learning informal ways to greet people, which we can learn from anywhere. We can learn it from film, we can learn it from radio, we can pick it up while we are working at our offices or while we are working out in a gym. But we have to remember that these are not properly formal English that should be used in office, business places, and professional situations. So, never mind, we have to learn both. This is one very workable tips for a new learner in any language. Talk slowly. Talk slowly and carefully. If I am talking with a rush and I am talking with a speed, that doesn't mean that I know the language pretty well. Yes, talking first can give an idea to people that this person is not confident enough. So he or she puts up velocity and tries to prove that there is no fault in his or her spoken language. So never rush. Talk slowly and keep an eye over the grammar. Do not fumble. Take time, hold your breath, and everything will be okay. For the first learners in IITT, we believe to restrict yourself to simple sentences until you gain confidence is another key of success. Don't use double verbs. Do not try to use or join 2 or 3 clauses together. Make small sentences simple sentences. And with time, obviously, you'd like to know how to make complex sentences. And that's the time. Many times, we have seen that the working professionals also are coming to learn English language and to hone their working ability. Because that particular question comes into mind again. Why learning English is such a necessity? Because English is a language that the world actually accepted as the official language of, say, around 60% of the world's population. There are 27 countries around the world whose official language is English. In UNA also, most of the cases, English and French are the most spoken languages. All the official works in our country being done in English. Imagine a very small thing. Facebook, Twitter, everything runs in English in our country. So if you want to do a minimum work or if you want to show a minimum activity in Facebook or any kind of social media, you at least have to know how ABCD works. That's the power of English language. So, even after getting jobs, people are constant in search of a good language course and come to us. Our experience shows us there are 4 types of employee learner responses. Some are very frustrated. Some thinks that it is not their cup of tea to learn English while in a mature age. Attitude of some employees and some mature students seems to be a very oppressed one. It is not a question that whether they can learn or they cannot learn English language. They actually don't believe the importance of the language and they don't think that it will bring them any benefit, which is an idealistic problem. Then we have come across this indifferent kind of learners. I can, but I won't. I can learn, but I will not learn. These situations are really helpless, and I just look up to the inspired people as a language teacher. Everyone is capable of learning a new language. And do you know, as the difficulty level of grammar, English language is far more easier than Hindi, Bengali, and Sanskrit. Just believe in yourself. Take a small bite. See to the next lamppost. It will be easy. So, learning English can turn into a fun activity any moment. Yes, we will speak wrong English. Accept it. Everyone speaks wrong. Everyone does false in spoken language or understanding a language at a very fast pace. So, while we are learning a new language, and the positive part of this language is we already know a part of it. Yes, maybe we are a bit inconfident while the time of speaking comes. We have several numbers of techniques to overcome the difficult times and situations. And it comes with practice. So we will go on to our next slide. Many times we think that, we need not to go to private sector for job or multinational companies or corporates for job. Like we don't like those kind of jobs. So we don't need to learn English because we are the person who are going to sit in government exam and will become government officers or government employees. But I hope all of you know this, my dear students, that spoken English is needed even for our top brass as of the aspirants of our top brass examinations like IAS, UPSC. The interview will be done in English. The question papers will be set in English. The group discussion will be in between the students from different portions of the country. Some of them will come from Chennai, some of them will go from the east part of the country, some of them will come from Gujarat, and how you will communicate if you depend only on your mother tongue or even on Hindi. So it's English only with which you have to run your car successfully. They will check your pronunciation. They will give you many listening audio tests. You have to listen and understand. You have to read things and understand. You have to get into debates and group discussion that will run solely on English language. So it is necessary, my dear students. Avoiding non-government sector doesn't mean you can avoid spoken English. Next, we will talk for the professionals who are already in job. Be it a government job, be it a non-government sector. In professional sector, speaking skill is needful. The first phase is you have to present yourself. And what is the tool of a human being to present himself at the very first? Language. And what is the business language of our country? You are right, that's English. So all the professional interactions, oral reports, presentations, group discussions, meetings, conferences, workshops, interviews, everything. The medium is English. Of course, the spoken one as well as the written one. Suppose you are drafting mail or drafting an order for rest of the office, making a new rule that you have to put a notice on. Which language you are going to fix it in? It's English. So this language is very important to achieve any important role, any sound place, any success. At least sitting in India and Indian subcontinent. So people are really working a lot to learn this language professionally well. It doesn't mean you have to be able to speak in Shakespearean language, or you have to understand literature in such a level that you'll be able to write, beautiful classical English. Obviously no, but knowing the professional use of English and being able into that is necessary. Here, we really like to incorporate the professional English, business English into you. Our motto is to make you learn how easily doesn't mean that you don't have to work. The word easy here means to some grammar tactics. So with those little tactics, how we can save the time of our students, and at the same time, we can push you to a place you can be proud of yourself at. Here, if you see the slide, you will be able to see there are two columns. formal versus informal English. In every line, we have two phrases, that means two sentences written. One is in blue, another is in, red. Meaning of both the sentences are same, but you will see the difference in approach. That is the difference between formal and informal English. How do you do? This is business English. What's up? Well, we can use what's up at house, at my friend's place, in a club, in a gym. That is okay. But if you drop in to your office and then you ask your superior or your colleague or someone else, what's up? It is going to be a fiasco. The second sentence you can see, it's a pleasure to meet you. When we meet our students or even a very new one, even though they are our students, we always use formal English with them. We should use it as pleasure to meet you. Not nice to meet you, happy to meet you. Yes, you can express your emotion in every way. And especially human being express their emotion in informal way only. But the business place, the meeting place, the interview, the conference, the meeting hall is not a place to be informal, to show emotional senses. So, be professional, be formal. The third one you can see, as your earliest convenience. Please report me back at your earliest convenience. And when my father said to me when I was for the first time I was going to Delhi, you will reach the place, you will write a letter as soon as you enter the hotel. This was informal. A father-daughter talk. But the meaning is same. Informal places, if you are worried about someone, if you are pensive about someone, if you are even stressed thinking about someone, you can't say that. You have to say, I am concerned. You can't say, I'm worried. That's pretty informal and unprofessional way to approach. We have many other, like thousands of this kind of phrases to show you that with a little difference in your approach, you can be a fluent English speaker in formal way, professional way. So we take a lot of care in this particular section. When you are learning English from the day one, we will give you the notion about, well, this is formal, that is informal. Choose your way of speaking as per your situation. But first, know the difference. So, these are the way we learn, all our students, all our co-operators, to learn the language proficiently and be successful with IITT Language Academy. Thank you and goodbye.